guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Derek,
I'm Hannah.
and we are two people starting a podcast.
Like everyone else and their dog right now.
Seriously. But I think we have good reasons for starting a podcast. Namely, we're two professionals in our respective industries that really just want to help people. I think where we work and what we do, we've noticed that there's a huge lack of understanding. There's a lot of misconceptions out there, and we're here to clear some of that up. And we want to be able to be a source of education, guidance, reference, whatever it may be, for people that need help. And our two areas of expertise are, Hannah, what do you work with? What's your...
So I'm in the fitness and wellness industry, and I teach group fitness, I personal train, I run an online business in those same areas. My biggest focus right now is fitness, just because I believe that that's a really good way to get in touch with where your wellness is. And then we can go from there and build from there about your lifestyle and just make those lasting changes.
Right. No, I like it. Hannah does awesome work. And I am a licensed stockbroker. So I'm in the financial industry. I have experience with, various things, whether it's budget building, personal finances, investments, things like that. So that's where I'll come from. That's my experience. And that's what we see people need the most help with is how does someone be healthy? And also, how does someone manage their money? How do they build wealth? How do they get ready for their future? Right now, we're still kind of figuring out the whole name thing as far as podcast goes. So we have a couple ideas, but we'll see where it goes. But for now, this is just kind of a get to know us. This is who we are. Again, Derek and
Hannah.
And that's what we do. We have a little bit of a health side of things and a little bit of money, finance side of things.
And by the way, we're married.
Yeah.
We're not just two bros just chilling in a garage.
Sometimes.
I mean,
without a garage, though.
When we're playing PUBG, we're definitely two bros.
Two bros chilling.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what the podcast is going to be about. We're just going to cover a variety of topics ranging from what kind of workout should I do? How do I start working out? What about dieting? Should I wear a waist trainer? How do I invest money? What do I do? How do I build a budget? How do I afford supplements? We can cross areas, and both of us have experience in both areas. Hannah comes from a family who runs and owns a company. So she has experience in the business world as well as the fitness world.
And I've owned a wallet since I was like 3. So I'm very experienced with handling money.
Oh man. Well, Hannah's always been a great saver. I'm a great spender, and I think it's a good relationship we have. I spend the money, she saves the money. I think everyone's happy with that. So we don't really need to mess with it.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe that should be just a whole episode itself. No, you don't give yourself enough credit. You have turned into a great balanced spender and saver, and you've actually taught me a little bit to be less pinchy with my pennies. I treat myself sometimes now.
You should. And sometimes you got to spend money to make money, right?
Yep.
But you know all about that too. Also, as far as business goes, Hannah owns her own business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so that's not really what the podcast is about. We're not here to pimp ourselves out. And
heavens no, I'd prefer to not be discovered.
Right.
Don't connect
the
to my
podcast.
worlds.
It's not about, hey, look at me. This is what I'm doing. Come buy things and widgets from us. We really do just like to help people on our different styles and with our different areas of expertise. And we figured that a podcast would be able to reach a wider audience than we ever could by starting companies, whereas we might in the future. And Hannah already has hers, obviously, but that's a podcast allows us to talk to everybody, go over a variety of topics without really having to do these one-on-one things.
Well, and just with us being such nerds in our perspective fields, we just in talking and having our conversations and our rundowns after our days of work, it's really interesting how much crossover we have. So I really love that we can totally combine fitness and finance, or wellness and health and wealthiness all in one place, because it's just really, really interesting how the two tie together and how we have such differing opinions on a lot of things. But then, and of course, our opinions and our recommendations aren't your ride or die. It's just an education tool, and we're just two people. Like, don't take our recommendations and don't put too much like pressure on
Everybody's
them.
going to have their own
Yeah.
solution. Everyone's going to have their own way of doing things.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to find different successes. Just like Hannah said, we have very different styles. You know, even with fitness, Hannah is a group fitness person. I'm a solo workout person. And we've both found our success within that area and also crossed over into the different areas as well and found success there. So there is no one size fits all solution for anything. And that's what we're here to kind of help clear up and help show people their options as far as this is how you can do this, because you need to do what you can actually do and what you will actually do. You know, if someone thinks that, nope, I have to do this one style of whatever, and that's what they think they are fast bound to, it may not work for them. And then they may think, well, I just can't do that. And they just give up on it entirely before they try something else. But, anyways.
No, and absolutely. Like, we're just here to be another voice in the pond. And whether you listen to it or not, we're here for you. You know, we want to do the research, we want to give our opinions. And yeah, Derek said it perfectly. But just know that this is never going to be a place or a space where we're getting paid to give our opinions. You know,
Right.
if for some reason we do, for some reason down the road, have product sent to us, we'll make a deal with the company and say, hey, we'll talk about your product, but we're not going to guarantee that we're going to say nice things about it. You know, I mean, I've experienced that with my business, companies collaborating with me and stuff, that it's not something I want to guarantee and promote something if I don't believe and stand by the product once I do try it out.
Right.
So just know that this is a safe place here, that we're not linked up with huge, you know, kickback.
It's unbiased.
Yeah.
While we may have, like Hannah said, opinions and recommendations, those are just from our personal experience. And we'll always try to direct those to someone's specific situation. So if we say, you know, do A, B, and C, it's because this person that we're talking about, we would recommend this for them. And that may not even be what works, but it's just from our knowledge. And like Hannah said, as far as, you know, yeah, if we ever do talk about a product or service that we've tried, it's because we've actually tried it and we have an opinion on it, and it's not always going to be good.
Yeah.
And it's not because we're trying to bash on anyone's brand or
Oh,
anything.
absolutely not.
We would hope that the company would, if they ever heard this, because even if it's not a sponsored thing, right? We may talk about, I bought some new shorts and the company didn't send them. I went out and bought them and I tried them and hated them. And it's not against the company, but even if it got back to them somehow, it'd be, hey, hopefully they would do better and improve it and take it as constructive feedback, not us hating on any sort of brand for any personal reasons.
Totally. Yep.
So that's pretty much it. We wanted to keep this little intro short, sweet, and to the point, so you knew what you're getting into, knew what this is about. Also, just to kind of know who we are a little bit. Oh, and what I was going to say as well with the whole advice recommendations things, being licensed in the industry, I can't even give advice. Anything I say about finances is purely educational and not advice from me or a professional. So if you take anything that I say and do it and are not satisfied, happy with the results, it's on you, bro. It's not on it's not on me. It's not advice. This is your little disclaimer from here on out that it's just words, and pretty much anything I say can be found anywhere else on the internet. It's public information. So,
and I guess I'll throw in a disclaimer too, because we all know the fitness industry right now and how everyone is being told, no, this is the only way you can get skinny. This is the only way you could get that six pack you've always wanted. There are so many different ways. And yeah, that's just where we're at, is we're going to provide you with the broad information. We'll do our research if we don't know the topic, but we're both giving our personal recommendations. And Derek is not licensed to give his professional advice. So
right. And if someone tries a workout that you recommend and gets hurt, it's
can't sue me.
Yeah. So anyways, If you wanted to find us anywhere else, Hannah's pretty active on the social media scene. Where can they find you?
Hey. So yeah, you can find me via Instagram is probably where I'm most active. That's Health by Hannah. You'll for sure know it's me because you'll see a darling blonde and probably a bulldog and a relatively cute guy. That's Derek,
He's
by the
okay.
way. Yeah, Health by Hannah is my Instagram. And then find me online on my awesome website. That's Health by Hannah, but the by is an X, like dimensions and like where to find, like you are here. healthxhannah.com. And just, I mean, if you listen to this and you somehow find me on social, I would love to hear from you. So slide into my DMs, not creepy like, no photos, please. I will for sure decline that message if I see a photo is attached. I don't mess with that. Or Derek will open it. So just be aware if you want to be embarrassed. Unless it's your dog, but then you have to say like,
yeah.
this is my, oh, actually no, creepy people might say, this is my dog, and it's not going to be
you just gave them the key to the
nope,
castle.
Nope, no keys
Send
to
us
the castle.
pictures of your dog so we trust you, and then you can find where we live.
No, absolutely not. Okay, so yeah, social, Health by Hannah, website, Health X Hannah, but it's really Health by Hannah still. And yeah, Derek, how about you? Where can we find you, you active little social media influencer?
Still getting involved on the social with these kids these days, but I'm just at Derek Spawn. That's pretty much it. You can find me tagged on some Hannah's photos, things like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We might start a page for the podcast, things like that in the future, but we'll see how it goes. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, and here I was going to correct you with your username. I thought for sure you had an underscore. When did you get rid of your underscore in your username?
I don't know. I think for a while, I always hated having the underscore because it's
not legit.
Makes
you not
you're number
original.
2. Yeah. You're not the original. So I think I checked it a couple times, like once or a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Not very actively, but just checking. It was available one day, so I snagged it. And
good for you.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, just at Derek Spawn, but I don't post super actively. I'm sure Hannah will get on me for that to do that. But
and also we just need to address the elephant in the room.
The
super
small
quick.
furry elephant in the room.
And I mean, he's going to be a guest speaker occasionally just due to his heavy breathing, and he might chortle at you. But this is Chesty. He's our 3-year-old English bulldog. He just turned 3 a week ago. You can follow him even on Instagram at ChestyPup, ChestyPup. Then you can put a face to the creepy heavy breathing you hear on here. But yeah, he's not even part of the podcast, so don't think you're going to be hearing a ton about him. If you want to hear more about him, follow his page or follow Health by Hannah, because I love being a dog mom.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Till next time, take it easy.
Hasta la vista. Bye.